If you feel stuck with your bookkeeping, there's a really good chance it's not because you're doing it wrong. It's because you've been told the wrong things about how this is supposed to work. And I see this all the time. Creative business owners who are fully capable of doing their own bookkeeping, but they're held back by a handful of beliefs that make this feel way more complicated than it actually is. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 bookkeeping myths that might be keeping you stuck right now. And by the end of this, you're going to know exactly what to ignore, what actually matters, and which one of these is probably costing you the most. Over the past 6 years, I've worked with hundreds of creative business owners. I've reviewed their books, cleaned things up, answered questions, and I've had the same conversations over and over again. Not just about what to do, but about what people think they need to do. And these myths are exactly what led me to build my entire approach the way that I did. Because most people aren't stuck because bookkeeping is hard. They're stuck because they've been overcomplicating it from the start. The first myth is thinking that you need to be certified or fully understand bookkeeping before you start. That you need to know all the terminology, take a course, or go down YouTube rabbit holes just to feel qualified. You don't. You don't need to become a bookkeeper to do your own bookkeeping. You just need a system and a way to catch and fix mistakes when they happen. That's it. Myth number 2, I need a fancy spreadsheet. The second myth is thinking you need some elaborate spreadsheet setup. And while spreadsheets can work, they also leave a lot of room for human error. You can type in the wrong number, break a formula, miss a transaction, or accidentally duplicate something, and now your numbers aren't accurate. This is why I recommend using software instead, because it removes a lot of that margin for error and makes this process way more streamlined. Myth number 3, I have to outsource this to be consistent. The third myth is thinking the only way to stay consistent is to outsource your bookkeeping. And this is a really important one because yes, if it's not getting done at all, something needs to change. But outsourcing isn't the only solution. A lot of times what's actually missing is a system, because if you have a clear routine like the one I showed you in the last video, this becomes something you can sit down and complete in a very defined amount of time. And when you're actually looking at your numbers consistently, you make better decisions for your business. You increase your profitability, you pay yourself more intentionally, and that is the goal. Myth number 4, I need to learn how to set this up. This one is probably the biggest. A lot of people think if I'm going to do my own bookkeeping, I need to learn how to set everything up myself. And this is where I actually agree with you. Setting up your bookkeeping system, especially in software, is the hardest part. It is the steepest learning curve, and it's something you only have to do once. So spending hours trying to figure out how to connect your accounts, how to structure your categories, how to import your past data just to do it one time is not always the best use of your time. And this is exactly why we offer done for you zero setup, because we can set up everything for you correctly from the start, and then you just maintain it moving forward. Myth number 5, I have to figure this out alone. The 5th myth is thinking that if you're DIYing your bookkeeping, you're on your own, that you have to figure everything out by yourself. And that's simply not true. Most people don't need someone to fully take this off their plate. They just need a system, a second set of eyes, and a place to ask questions when something doesn't make sense, because that's what actually builds confidence. And if you watched the last video, you already have the routine. So now it's just about removing the things that have been making this harder than it needs to be. And in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like when it's set up correctly from the start. Because once your system is built the right way, everything becomes easier to maintain. So go watch that next video and I'll walk you through exactly how we set this up for one of our clients. I'll link it for you right here so it's ready to watch.